Hello. My name is Nat Josephine Han, and I will be delivering a presentation on human nutrition and digestive system. We'll also discuss about three areas: the, the structures and function of the digestive system. I will explain the process of mechanical and chemical digestion. Lastly, I will discuss constituent food group of a balanced diet and what benefits we can achieve from eating a balanced diet. So when we look on, sorry. Alright, so digestion is where a large insoluble food molecule are broken down into smaller water-soluble molecules, can be absorbed by blood and give energy to different parts of our body. So in this section, we will look at the main organs that make the digestive system function properly. Food does not pass through the organs, the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. They are all recognized as accessory organs. So the main function of the digestive system is to absorb and digest nutrition through the alimentary canal, known as gastrointestinal tract. It's where the food travels through the body until the waste is ejected by the body. Start in the mouth, it goes through four states and in the anal canal, known as rectum. Although four stages are mechanical and chemical digestion, absorption, and excretion. In the mouth, there are three types of salivary glands, known as parotid gland, the submandibular gland, and the sublingual gland. All these produce saliva that consists of water, minerals, salts, and salivary enzymes such as malase. Secretion is controlled by the autonomic system, which is activated by feeling hunger or smell of food. In this process is where mechanical and chemical digestive begin. So, mechanical digestion begins any moment we ingest food and break it down into smaller pieces in our teeth. Procedure called mastication. This procedure makes by using saliva secretion able to break down into tiny pieces in which make easier to swallow. The saliva, in which contains a lot of enzymes, proteins, mixes with the food particles and help break down the food molecule even more. Once completed, with the help of the tongue, push the food down our throat. So this is known as swallowing. This food into a bolus and pass through down the pharynx continue process into the esophagus by swallowing and muscular contraction known as peristalsis. Swallowing the food travel through long pipe called esophagus, known as food pipe as well, and stomach is where the food molecules hang out approximately around 4 hours. So small intestine is when food particles reaches the small intestine. A lot of juices from the liver and pancreas are break down those particles. The liver release bile which compromise water, salt, cholesterol, and the pigment bilirubin. Gallbladder is where bile has been stored, produced by the liver, and released into a small intestine via the common bile duct. And the pancreas release other enzymes to help digest all kind of food particles. Once the food particles are break down into tiny pieces, the small intestine absorb them and transfer through the body by the blood. Other particles are not absorbed by the small intestine, reach the large intestine. So on this stage, now the large intestine absorb water and other particles and send the waste out of the body. Large intestine produce antibodies that help us to build immune. Once entered in the stomach, this bolus is stirred and transformed into chyme. Gastric juices contain a substance called hydrochloric acid, minerals, and enzyme known as pepsin. This enzyme has function is to break down proteins into smaller peptides and produce amino acids to be absorbed by the small intestine. So, although the small intestine is divided into three sections, we have duodenum, jejunum, ileum. The large intestine is made up of cecum, colon, and rectum. In the final stage, before the elimination procedure between excretion and anus, this is divided into three stages. The ascending section of the colon removes nutrients and water. The descending colon, which store faces ready to be emptied by the rectum, and the sigmoid section of the colon is where the faces pass through the rectum by muscular contraction. So let's talk about optimum condition for enzymes. Is to be able to function very effective is to have a temperature of 37 degrees body temperature. Body temperature can raise or decrease. This can potentially damage and come to be unable to work properly. So another important factor is pH. Range is where some enzymes prefer an acidic level in which goes under 7. Example like pepsin, this enzyme eliminates bad bacteria, develop a pH of 2. Some enzymes work on specific nutrients used by scientists discovered in 1894. The model has now been updated and called the induced fit model. So what constitutes a healthy, balanced diet? We have 5 group essentials like cereal, carbohydrates, fruit and vegetables, vitamins, meat and fish, egg, proteins, oil and spread fat, dairy like calcium, proteins and vitamins. So proteins is found in food such as fish and meat. Eggs are good for build our muscles mass. Carbohydrates give us the energy we need for our daily routine, keep us fuller as well as helping our bowels. We will find in pasta, rice, potatoes and bread. Fat are found in butter, oils, margarine, and contains a lot of vitamins, which is vital to help us fighting infections. Dairy is essential for keeping our bones healthy because it has calcium, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. We will find calcium in milk, cheese, and yogurt. Lastly, we must try to eat 5-7 portions of fruit and vegetables daily. That will help our body with our immune system. So, in conclusion, everyone needs a balanced diet and lead an active lifestyle to grow and work effectively. We need to be eating the right number of calories that consist a lot of nutrients, food full of proteins, carbohydrates, fat, and dairy. It is recommended we eat 5 to 7 portions of vegetables and fruit daily with 8 to 10 glasses of water to keep us hydrated. It is vital that females consume 2,000 calories every day while the men's target is 2,005 because without a healthy balanced diet there's a high risk of developing diet related diseases such as diabetes 2, type 2 diabetic, cancer, obesity, and also heart diseases. So thank you very much.